Mechanic is one of those classes that you can't really do much against him unless you have a good coordinated team, or they're just stupid. You either hope they're not good, or you hope your team is good, because if there's a good engineer on the enemy team, you're fucked. If there's a bad engineer on the enemy team, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. Um, but with that, there's stereotypes, so let's get into them. Since engineer's main weapon is a shotgun, there's a lot more diversity in the stereotypes. And the shotgun is the all business, no bullshit engineer. Or he's the new player. If you see a dude with this, he's either insanely bad, or he's got like 5,000, 8,000 kills on it, and he means business. He's gonna put sentries where they need to be, teleporters where they need to be, and he's gonna be a menace to your team. Engineers that use this do not know when to rush in with crits, and when they do, they're scary. Most people that do this think, oh, I have crits, I'm invincible, and then they get sniped by a marksman. But then you have an engineer who understands what to do and saves them and hides them by holding out his wrench the whole time, and then he catches you completely off guard by one tapping you. I don't see many mechanics using this, and it's not a bad shotgun, don't get me wrong, it's really good. Could be better than the shotgun if you know how to use it right. It's just a really good side grade. I'm surprised not many people use this. If they're using this, they know how to aim, they know how to track their shots, they know how to play the game. And especially engineer, because they're probably pretty experienced. This weapon isn't normally used on engineer, it's more on trooper and arsonist. But when mechanics use it, they're alright at the game. They know how to keep their sentries up, they know how to they know how to play the game. They're pretty competent. But then you have the bad players that just sit at their sentry the whole time, and then when people get close, they load up the shots and then just run at you, and then they die. This guy knows how to play the game. He is competent. He will track you down and to the ends of the earth and kill you. I should know because I pocketed a guy who had it and he went crazy. Crits on that thing is no joke. Like, people with this weapon are really competent. There's no other stereotype. They're not bad if they use this. They are 100% good if they use this. This guy likes to switch it up, and that's okay. This is just a simple substitute for the stock shotgun. He just likes the extra ammo and the faster firing speed. It's all up to preference with this guy. He will be a relatively good team player, and he will get pretty high on the scoreboard, and he'll really help your team out. He'll put teleporters where he needs to, and he'll just be a great help. Since this weapon got buffed, it's seen a lot more use in bosses. Not much in pubs, but you can still see some in pubs. But in bosses, it's used by every single mechanic, along with the default wrench and the heavy metal. This thing is used in a lot of bosses, and it's pretty good, so they're probably pretty competent in what they're doing. And if not, they're just handicapping themselves to one pill. This guy is a team player. He will always prioritize his buildings, especially his sentry gun. That thing will defend the point and he will defend it. He is a really good team player. You'll rarely see him actually get kills with anything but his wrench and his sentry gun. Other than that, he won't get a kill with this at all, or his pistol. He's most likely using the heavy metal as well to be extra helpful to his team. This guy's a tryhard. And that's not a bad thing, he's just trying hard to win. But the bad thing is that he gets angry about it. He tries to get a pocket medic and then no one plays medic for him and then he gets mad and leaves. He's just a tryhard, but a stereotypical one. Not one that just wants to play the game and win, but one where he tries his hardest to yell at people. This guy is a stock purist. He's running the shotgun and the wrench along with the default pistol, or the Raven if you want to get special. But he's either using this or the Raven. I mean, it's not necessarily bad, he's still relatively good at the game, it just really varies. They use this can really vary. It's either they hit all their shots or they miss all their shots. It's a hit or miss with this one. Most people say it's the worst pistol, most people say it's the best pistol. I think a pistol is a pistol. Use what you want. My friend didn't even know this existed. Like, I told him to use the noisy cricket on bosses and he was like, what? He legit did not know this weapon existed, so there you go. There's a stereotype. No one uses this. Most people use this mainly because you don't have to reload and the knockback is insane. They don't even use it to destroy projectiles, they just use it to hold down M1 like a pyro and just shoot at people that are in the air. I think I'm literally one of the only people who actually use the M2 to protect my buildings and stuff. Like, I've never seen anyone else use it except for one hacker that was just spamming it over and over.
You don't want to be like this. This is disgusting. This is awful in every way. If I could kill it, I would. But I legally can't. But I've considered it.
The heavy metal is mainly used by bosses players. I mean, I use it in pubs just because I like the extra metal during setup time, and it's really just overpowered, if you really think about it. But no secondary is a downside, so the people that use this either really rely on their aim, or really rely on their sentry gun. This guy is typically good, but most of the time he's either a new player or a stock purist. Or he just likes the stock wrench. It's literally one of the best, so I don't judge them at all. It's just that they don't put sentry guns in the right spot sometimes, and it's pretty annoying. You're either engineering or you're setting up. This isn't really used outside of setup time and when you're trying to engineer. And even then, the people that actually do it aren't even successful in it. Probably using the Gutbuster and the heavy metal, and they're most likely playing bosses. If they're using this in pubs, they're battle engineer, and they just spam it so they can fight flankers, because flankers just get easily distracted by it, so they're pretty smart. I have a strange one, it still has no sentry kills. That's how bad this thing is. I hope to God people use this in setup time, because sometimes I see this actually being used outside of setup time, and no wonder the engineer dies immediately. This isn't really used outside of setup time because it's just like the Jag. If you use this outside of setup time, you're probably ass. Dude just really hates spies. I mean, the one hit against sappers and the bleed on spies, or anyone, he hates spies a lot. Like, he will not use any other wrench if there's a spy on the enemy team. That's how much he hates them. It's another video done. There's 3 more to be made. I really enjoyed making this one, as always. I want to address something. I'm glad with y'all commenting and everything. But I did not know I had to say this. I know that this is not original. It's painfully obvious that it's not original. The music I use is from the dude who made it originally, back in 2015. I had no idea I had to specify this, but I know this is not mine. And I give all credits to Soundsmith. Like, he is a big inspiration. So I just thought I should clear that up. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all on the next one.